Okay, so I am trying out a new wax to make frosting with. So this is just like just a trial to see if it works. I went into the candle store and I was looking for the Pillar Bliss so I can mix it with the 646. I think that's right. So I can mix it with the 646 to make my frosting, and they said this is really good to make the frosting with. So I'm going to try it with this. This is good for wax melts. It makes the wax melts come out nice without being frosted. So I really like this just to make the melts, but I'm going to try to make the melts and the frosting with it. So right now I am melting down some wax, and we are going to make some embeds. Either we're going to do some lemons, oranges, or grapefruit, or something like that, or banana. I'm not sure yet, but whatever it is, it's going to be one of these. Alright, so I have not decided what I'm doing, so I'm going to make a banana and some lemons. This I'm only going to just put a little bit of yellow. I had a yellow thing over here. I don't know where I stuck it. But I'm going to just take a little bit of the yellow chip and I'm going to put it into the white, but just a little tiny bit. I just found it, so just a little, so I can give it a tint of yellow. And I might stick this back in the microwave because it's starting to solidify. Alright, so I have my tinted yellow wax, and the wax I got from Candles and Such, or Candle and Supplies, I think. I'll give you the link below. But I went into the store and I loved it. But I'm going to just fill the bananas up. No, I'm not wearing gloves because we are doing a tester. Alright, so we are back. I'm going to add more of the yellow so it can be a nice bright yellow. And mix this in. The temperature of this doesn't really matter because it's just the little embed. But you want to make sure that the color blocks, where's the color blocks, you want to make sure that these melt in. And when the wax is hot enough, they do. And I think you're supposed to melt this down to 185, which is cool. And I got these color blocks from Candlewick, and I think they're like 60 cents a block, or you can get a big bag. And it has, I think, 10 is in there. Alright, so everything's nice and melted and incorporated. These are scentless because it's just for embellishment. You can scent them if you like. I usually don't because that works for me. And the great thing about being creative and artistry is that you can put your own spin on it and do what you want. You want to put glitter on your lemons, put glitter on your lemons. It's totally up to you. If you would put some nice metallic mica in there, that would be pretty. It doesn't show up in the wax, but it makes the melt look really nice, you know, when it's melting. So I'm still unsure which scent I'm going to go with, but these are the bananas. The mini bananas. And if you want to go a little step further, you can paint the little brown parts in those little. We have bananas and lemon. And see how nice and easy the the embed comes out and it's not frosty and weird looking like when you try to make a wax melt out of like 646 or something. Because I've tried that before in some other waxes and it just did not work. So here's my limit. So somebody was asking if I could do a wax melt video. So in this video we are going to do the wax melt and the frosting with it. So since it's still too low, I'm going to heat this up to about 185, and then I am going to start to add the fragrance oil in it. And the reason why is because the wax opens up. I learned this from Stanley Handmade. The wax opens up and expands so that it can accept the fragrance when it's at a higher temperature. The cooler the temperature, the less the chance that it will absorb the fragrance. So I'm going to heat this up and we'll be back. I know this is just like testing purposes, but I think I'm going to add a little bit more wax in here because I don't think I'm going to have enough to do melts and the frosting. I'm going to only do half a pound, so I'm going to do 8 ounces of the wax, and I'm going to do a ½ ounce of fragrance oil. I'm not going to overpower it with so much fragrance oil. This wax in particular, it can take up to 1 ounce per pound. So I'm going to maintain that guideline, and we'll try these out. And if I like the scent or it needs to be a little bit more potent, then I will add more. But for right now, we're testing again, and we're going to try that out and see. Alright, so I'm making a concoction of a fragrance, and I'm going to do half of peach margarita, and that's from this is from Nature Garden Candles. So I'm going to try this. this was old, but I ordered it a while ago. And this is lemon from Candlewick, which smells so amazing. So I'm going to put 25 ounce, 0.25 and 0.25. I'm gonna do it equally and see what I get. Let's smell it and see. Smells good. Peach ice, peach lemonade is what we'll call. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna go with a lot more pink. And just one little of these of yellow. Let's see. Oh, where's my spoon? This looks so cool. I'll hold this for this shot. Okay, so correction on the wax, you can put up to 1.5 ounces per pound. And they recommend that you heat it up into 200 degrees and add the fragrance at that point. So we are at 198 here. I'm just going to add this ½ ounce fragrance, and I'm going to stir for 2 minutes. Okay, so now we're all mixed up. We have it nicely incorporated. We have the fragrance nicely incorporated. We are at 161 now, and we are about to pour. And my cup is so full, I think I'm gonna make a mess. So I'm starting somewhere around the middle and the furthest end so that I don't make a mess. And then I'll do the frosting. I'm going to put the frosting in a bigger measuring cup because that way I have room for it to fluff up. The wax that I'm using this is the wax that I'm using. Okay, a tip that I'm pretty sure if you make wax melts or whatever, you already do this, but what you want to do while the wax is still warm in the glass after you finish using it is you want to take a paper towel and just wipe it out, and then you can go back and clean it afterwards, but then you won't have this wax down your drain. Okay, so to make the frosting, you're going to need a piping bag. I like to use the disposable ones because after I'm finished with the wax, I just cut it out I don't use couplers. If you've seen my previous video on wax frosting, I don't like to use couplers. I just like to use it directly from the bag. So I take, where you at? I take my piping tip. This one is a 1M from Wilton. And I like the 1M when I'm making the smaller melts. And I just bring it down and I just cut the tip off. Not too much so that the tip don't fall out. Just enough so that it clears the peaks. That's what I do. It's up to you how you want to load your piping bag. You can hold it in your hand like this, make sure it's secure, and you can load it in, or you can do like some other people. Sometimes this is what I do when I have a lot. I stick it in a glass and I do it like that because it's easier. It doesn't move around in your hand because when you start filling it up too much, it starts slipping. And just put 1 and a half. See what that looks like. Well, we're not going to see what it looks like. We're going to just go for the gusto. Okay, so add in the fragrance oil. And then we want this to cool down a bit. And when it does cool down, it's going to cool down and stick to the sides of the glass. And we're going to use the whisk attachment to let it cool down a little faster. Some people like to put theirs in the fridge or the freezer. I do not. I like to naturally let it cool down. But I notice a difference. I don't know, I've done both ways and I have not noticed the difference. Oh goodness. Okay, I think hopefully I can keep this wax in. We will come back to it. See how messy it is? It's all over my hands. Pretty sure all over my shirt. Okay, we'll come back to this when it cools down. Okay, so I do not know if I like this as a frosting. This may be a fail. I'm not sure, but this is what it looks like. And usually my frosting, this looks a little gel-like, and usually my frosting looks a little bit more opaque. But maybe it's going to change. Like I said, this is the first time ever trying this. This is the color I was looking for the peach, but it's okay. It's there for the frosting. Okay, it's looking better. It doesn't look so gel-like. I have to play with this a little bit because the texture in this one, it is fluffing up like a lotion. But we got to get all these clumps out of here or else it won't come out of the piping bag. The one thing I do like about this is that it does solidify faster than the other one. And it seems like it's like a marshmallow almost. I think I'm going to start putting this in the bag. It looks like it's going to harden up really fast. So this looks almost like a foamy soap. So let's go for it. Let's try a little bit first. Nope. Let's fill up the whole bag. The one thing I hate about wax is that once it starts getting hard, you cannot put more in the same bag. So I'm going to use the same bag. And we're going to rock with whatever happens. Oh, that one's fine. They could sit in here a little bit longer. They're not, see, I'm breaking. I'm going to leave these in here. I'm having a little technical difficulties here with it coming out properly. probably because I stopped it, installed it.
Yeah, sure, you can eat my cookies.
I don't like this. Nope. Okay, so this wax is a definite no. I will not use this again. Looks like a hot mess. It looks like something overcooked. I don't know what it is, but when you overcook something, it still smells good, but it does not look good. Maybe I can melt this down and make them into a tart, but this is not a go. This is the mess that I created. It wouldn't come out the piping tip properly, and then when it started, it stopped again and it went back to the poop or the round tip looking thing. It is a little firm, but then it started doing this, squirted all over the place. This is what I got. So I definitely, first time using it, not a fan of it. Maybe I can look up some forums or something and find out a better way to do it, or see if, you know, somebody has something else, some other way to do it. But this is definitely no go for me. I like the ease of the 464 and the pillar blade. So we're not going to go with this one as a frosting, but we'll definitely go with this for a wax melt, because these wax melts are nice and smooth and shiny, and it comes out without no problem. Comes out with ease. But the rest of this is absolutely no go. We'll definitely make embeds with these because they were really good. Yeah, I mean, you could do something like that, but other than that, it's a no. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, click like, do the notifications. I am going to be vlogging all the time. This is my second vlog. It's a little weird, but I'm going to try to stay consistent and disciplined and do it. Thank you guys for watching.